and we can't employ any or train any because of the financial resources that are lacking because of COVID pandemic, and it means all the revenue streams are dry. And we are now using the drones that were donated by some of our good partners, and the drones, unfortunately, they are small, but they are doing very well. They are the same drones we are actually getting intelligence from to say these balls, most of our balls, they are over 100, are solar powered. People are stealing the panels, and we can easily see it when the drone actually flies over a given area, because it only takes about 35 minutes to fly when it's not windy. When it's windy, it's even less. So we are appealing to our partners to say maybe if we can get better drones like the one we have here, which takes about an hour in the air, we use those ones. They are covering the gap for the boots which are supposed to be on the ground for the shortage that we have. So the drones are very effective, but we can do better with bigger drones because they give you real-time intelligence and you can act in time.
Okay. What's the current staff count of the rangers that are currently available countrywide?
Yeah, we've got over 2,000 rangers on the ground right now, and some are retiring, but the number is hovering around that figure.
And how many will be enough for the Zimparks?
Like I'm saying, we have got a shortage of 1,200.
Yeah.
Roughly 3,200, 3,500 will be enough for adequate patrols on the ground, because they do patrols for 14 days continuously. Then they are supposed to go on off days. Someone comes in, so that's where we have difficulties now. At times the patrols, while we are trying, but we are not doing our best because there is a shortage from all the stations that we have in the country.
Okay. Your South African.
Difference in the model so far, and in South Africa they believe in fencing. Our parks are not fenced here. In South Africa they believe in giving contraceptives to animals. We don't do that. We deal with this issue on natural basis, and we don't disturb anything. Everything is left in situ. You don't disturb the setup. So we really don't believe in that. They should actually be left to reproduce at their own, as and when they wish. But we should have the mandate or the powers to say if the numbers are too much, we should be able to scale down the numbers through off-takes, through culling, or whichever way we should do it. But that's where the noise comes in, because no one allows us to do culling because they are saying animals like elephants, they are more important than human beings, and we are not allowed to actually reduce the numbers. That's the management system that was being used way back even before we got independent. It ended around 1988-89 when they were doing culling. So what's wrong in doing the same now? So instead of giving those injections and the tablets and what have you, I don't think we are doing the proper thing. Even God didn't create it that way. He created the animals to multiply. When they multiply, we utilize as and when it's necessary, but utilizing them sustainably. That's hunting, taking the meat, and all those things. And we are also supposed to be allowed to sell the byproducts from the same wildlife. But now CITES, which is supposed to promote trade, is restricting trade, and they are not allowing us to make any value from what we were given by the Lord. Respect their views. Did you ever hear us attacking that South Africa is doing wrong? No, we didn't. Only last time when they were attacked for cane hunting, to say you can't hunt anything which is in the fence. But we didn't actually participate in that. These were other countries which are actually attacking it. We respect the views of our neighbors, we respect the views of our friends, and we have our own views which should be supported by everyone. When we say want to do culling, we should be respected. When we say we want to sell ivory, we should be respected. But as it is right, you find some countries in Northwest Africa, they attack us. Yet they don't even have the animals, but they are allowed to give views about the animals which they don't have. It defies logic. Even CITES on its own, I think there's something wrong with them. Because the way they are doing things is not all that proper. Maybe because we are black people, that's why we are being suppressed using our black brothers. They are paying these guys to actually oppose us, which defies logic. Because we are talking of the animals in southern Africa. We are talking of the animals that we manage to look after to this stage. An elephant goes about 70 years. Honestly, you can't say when it dies, just go like that. We should not say anything from it. It's madness, sheer madness. So we need to be respected, lest we actually end up resolving to play the game alone. Because we are sick and tired of being handled in this way. Because, CITES, for it to exist, it exists because we are talking of the animals that we have. We have the big five in Zimbabwe. We have got small five in Zimbabwe. We have got everything. So somehow we need to be given a pat on the back, not what they are doing right now. Yeah, I'm surprised when they say if we allow the sale of ivory, it will promote poaching. I'm trying to find how I can't understand. Because when you open up to allow the sale of trade from Southern Africa, we saturate the market. Where does the poacher sell whatever they get if they successfully get it from our parks? Where would they sell it? The market is saturated. So the best way is to say, since we are having elephants that are dying from natural attrition, and or even if we actually apprehend someone with ivory, we have recovered it. Allow us to sell that thing. We saturate the market. No one will actually go into our protected area to do hunting, poaching, because there's no way, there's no market, you can't, there's no demand anymore. This is the argument that I'm putting across. But when we are actually barred from selling what we have in the vault, and you find the illegal sale of trade of ivory is going up, what is happening? What is really happening? Why should it go up? It should drop. Because there are traditional industry markets in Asia, like in China. There are people who believe in ivory caving and what have you. You can't stop. They believe that the rhino horn you can be used for medicine and what. You can't stop that industry. So if you stop trade in such things, how do those people get their products to actually manufacture? Somehow they'll get it through hook and crook, which is what traffic is saying, to say they are actually getting some of these contrabands and what have you. It's not even half of it if you look at it. More of it is actually going unnoticed. And they should, this is the time they should use their common sense, like I'm saying, to advise scientists accordingly. To say, no. The game that you did actually causing problems. Look at 2009 when you stopped this. There's a skyrocketing of illegal trade. Something is wrong. Open the market and let's study it from there. So they are failing to do that because they play the tune of the master. They are working the equation from the answer. So there's no way we can actually get the real thing. But if you look at these people who actually engage them to work for CITES, why don't they engage other African organizations here that are pro-hunting so that they also advise CITES? They don't want, because they don't want to hear a certain piece of information. They want to hear what they want to hear. This is nonsense, because we can't continue to actually have these stockpiles that we have. One way or the other, we are going to misbehave. Because it costs quite a lot to look after it. It costs quite a lot to build that thing. I'm telling you, if an elephant goes about 30, 40 years, it dies, or 70 years. Natural death because of age. We looked after it. All these are expenses. Rangers are going on patrol. Drones are being used. Fuel is being used. We are counting those animals. We are, at times, I can go on and on, but we are wasting quite a lot of money to look after this wild together with the communities, but we are benefiting nothing. And this will actually incite revolt from the end, by the end of the day.